Hi Gage, I thought I'd give you a little video response to your question on Facebook. And you had asked how I did the facial hair so perfect in your mind. You were talking about my profile picture. And you asked me if I had a video on how to draw hair, or could I just tell you how I did it. You also wanted to know about how to make eyebrows more realistic. And this is the picture that you're referring to, and it's on my profile pic, as you've said. And I thought I'd show you an earlier stage so that I can show you just a little bit of a comparison. I hope it's going to be big enough and detailed enough that it'll be useful to you. But you'll see that at a certain stage in the development of that picture, this wasn't as defined. And then some of the things that you really want to make sure that you utilize naturally is the tapered stroke. That is integral throughout almost everything you're going to do. And if you have that tapered stroke down, you're going to be able to have that flow and grace and yet clean edges. And we need the clean edges because we need to be able to go past those hairs and show that there's something underneath. And that's the skin or the darker areas. And as I started developing that, you'll see that this is quite a bit flatter here than it actually is in the finished one. And that's because as I develop this, I don't want to leave it flat, because anything that's the same value is actually going to become flat. And every one of my students knows that I'm obsessed with contour and curve because I don't want anything to become flat. And so what I do after I develop those clean edges and some of that contrast, which is so important, I will go ahead and then address starting to contour the overall beard, because it's still going around a round head or round parts of our face. And what I do is I use my brush. I have enough texture and detail there that it'll hold, and I use my brush to cast some value in. Then I can come back in and actually remove some of that value with my eraser as I see fit. Naturally, there's going to be areas on the beard as I start catching this part here that's a little lighter than this. I want to be able to take a little bit more, clean this up just a little bit more. And I can cast some more value in here with my brush, or even use my pencil to go ahead and cast a tone over if I'm real careful. I can make sure that this is a little darker, even though obviously the hairs are light, than it is here where it's catching a highlight. And then even within a whisker or a hair, you can add contour and a crescendo so that you see that apex of a curve. And anyway, so those things are really important. Clean edges, contrast, and contour. And if you can incorporate those things into beards or hair or anything like that, then you're going to be able to accomplish almost anything you want to do. Now, there is a lot more information in the How to Draw Hair DVD series. It's got 4 DVDs. It covers a lot from hair and beards, of all styles and textures. And so it at least gives you an idea, again, how I would approach it. And there's also some things on eyes. There's a How to Draw Eyes series that may have something about the eyebrows. And you can also go to YouTube and look at our YouTube channel to maybe look and see if there are some of the free tutorials and demos on there. So I hope this helps you, and it isn't really as complicated as it may seem. In fact, you have so much freedom with hair. I know that the beard is very structured, but the freedom in hair is that not every hair has to be exactly like it would for a feature, like an eye or a mouth or a nose. You have a little freedom. So I kind of look at it as my vacation part. Oh, wow, now I get to go on vacation and have some fun drawing hair. So if you know the principles, you'll have successful hair. So good to be able to have this opportunity to answer your question. I hope it helps you, and thanks, and we'll talk to you again.